Yes, I'm John Sheaf. I'm the director of John Sheaf and Associates. We are landscape architects and we lead the design team for the Hainault Ancient Forest project. I think in common with most people, I was hugely impressed by the scale of this place, but also rather daunted by its complexities and its condition. We're sitting in the middle of a complex of Victorian farm buildings which we're going to completely repurpose. The challenge is to make sure that this place stays fresh, and we need to make sure that this continues to be a really attractive site.
My name is Emily. I'm one of the rangers here at Hainault Forest. My job is to help look after the park and the farm for the benefit of people and also nature. What I love about working here is that every day is different. We have to make sure the place is clean and safe, but also we organise conservation volunteer groups, we plant trees, and we get to do wildlife surveys as well.
My name is Raymond Small. I've volunteered over the forest for the past 5 years, doing various jobs like litter picking, recording wildlife, and in the past year I've recorded about 1,000 species. At the moment, Redbridge Fishing are doing an excellent job providing habitats, and I would like that to continue and to encourage the wildlife as much as possible.
I think the thing that really interests me about this place is that it's obviously hugely significant. So these buildings around us, which are in a state of really considerable dereliction, they are in a sense the key to unlocking that future potential and securing that financial sustainability that's so important to the site.
The main challenges are really, one is to maintain the character of the barns, but also to enable them to be brought into a 21st century use. They're an intrinsic part of the landscape of the park. They predate the park, and so people are used to seeing them as a sort of focal point in the park. So it's important that they are accessible to all. So
over here on my left, there's going to be a new visitor centre for the Woodland Trust. Over on my right, there'll be a series of craft workshops and training centres, training spaces funded by the GLA. Behind me over there is a long fin barn, the 1856 barn, which is going to be an indoor exhibition which will tell the story of the forest both from an historical perspective but also the story of how the forest functions and the ecosystem services it delivers. Beyond that, at the far end, there'll be a new cafe and restaurant, and then a new community space that can be used for weddings and conferences and meetings and community events, a big flexible space. Around us, a landscape that's going to be repurposed, an amazing new play area that we're designing just behind us there, and then a lot of work to the farm to make it a more attractive space. That's already a big draw for the site. The idea of kind of moving from the indoor exhibition, understanding the story of the forest, and then looking at the animals that would have been grazed in the forest, that's kind of one continuous experience, if you like.
We're now really getting towards the stage where we're going to start seeing changes happen on site, and the first thing which will happen is the demolition of the changing room block behind me here. It's got asbestos in, so it's quite a technical process that needs to go through, and it's going to be taken right down to ground level, and this area then will become really open, and you'll be able to get a much better view as you come up the road of the core of the site.
So yes, that's the project in a nutshell, and we'll be starting on site in 2021, so very, very exciting.